How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. And with today's oversaturation of VPNs in the market, it can get a little bit confusing, especially if you're new to VPNs. You're wondering which VPN could be the better choice. Why would I take this over that? Why is this more expensive? And so I'm going to make this a little bit simpler for you guys with these 4 suggestions: ExpressVPN, Private Internet Access, NordVPN, and Surfshark. So if you're interested in any of them at any point you'd like to check for pricing and discounts, you'll find everything you need in the description down below, as well as full reviews of each one of them if you'd like to know the ins and outs, advantages and disadvantages of each one of them. In terms of privacy policy, speed, streaming and torrenting capabilities, as well as security and features. So you'll find all that in the description down below. Now, I'm going to make this a little bit brief. I don't want to make this video too long. Again, all the details can be found in the review, but I just want to kind of express the selling points, the best selling points of each VPN. So starting with ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN will give you the best security and will be the best at unblocking streaming services. Now, I've been trying ExpressVPN with so many streaming services lately, and it really, I would say out of 100 streaming services that I've tried this with, it did not work with probably just 1 or 2 at best. That's as best as I can remember, not more than 2 for sure. So that's a very high consistency rate. ExpressVPN is able to unblock some of the most obscure streaming services all the way to the most popular ones, where it does best, really, unblocking the popular ones. But surprisingly enough, it is able to unblock some streaming services that nobody's ever heard of, some maybe Eastern European streaming services and whatnot. So there are lots of streaming services that have very kind of weird geo restrictions that won't allow you to get to them. Let's say you're a Danish expat and you're trying to gain access to some kind of Danish streaming services. A lot of VPNs, like Private Internet Access, for example, will struggle with that, but ExpressVPN easily bypasses all of these geo restrictions and will give you access to whatever you need. And in terms of security, it definitely is the best security. There's a real life situation with a high profile case of assassination where the Turkish government seized an ExpressVPN server and they were not able to extract anything out of the server, either because it was highly encrypted or there were no logs in the first place. So yeah, ExpressVPN is super dedicated when it comes to upholding their no logs policy and protecting the anonymity of their customers. Of course, when it comes to high-profile criminal activities, the VPN provider will do their best to actually assist authorities, but it seems like in the Turkish assassination or the Russian ambassador Andrei Karlov's assassination, they just didn't have any logs really to connect to whoever used the VPN to exchange, whatever criminal activity they did by using ExpressVPN. But just keep in mind that VPN providers will do their best actually to kind of work with authorities in order to catch criminals in these cases. So that'll be it for ExpressVPN. So if you're looking for the best security and best or highest consistency rate at unblocking streaming services, definitely go with ExpressVPN. Now, if you're not really interested in streaming, Private Internet Access will do the job when it comes to protocol customization and port forwarding. So, of course, I wouldn't recommend Private Internet Access for streaming. Streaming is just not their thing. But if you're looking for super good speeds, decent speeds, plenty of features, of course, all of these VPNs, they have the basic features of a kill switch and split tunneling, and a handful of protocols. So the kill switch will stop your internet traffic if your VPN disconnects unexpectedly, and that'll stop your ISP from kind of getting to know what you're doing. And you got split tunneling, which will let you choose which VPNs, which applications use the VPN and which don't. So if you want to have the VPN operate only on your torrenting client, you can do that, for example, or vice versa. So pretty good feature, and all these VPNs have them. Any high quality VPN should have these features, really. So I'm going to be just kind of highlighting the cool features or the specific highlights in terms of features with these VPNs. So just note that they all have a kill switch and split tunneling. So with private internet access, you do get port forwarding, which is one of its biggest selling points, and you do get custom DNS. You get dedicated IP, which you'll have to actually pay for. And perhaps the biggest selling point here is the amount of customization you get with the OpenVPN protocol here. So, you're able to choose between 128 and 256. So the 128 AES encryption here will give you slightly less security, but will offer faster speeds, because it's taking less time to decrypt and encrypt everything, whereas AES 256 will take a little bit longer, slightly decreased speeds, but obviously more security. So yeah, you do get the Shadow Socks and SOC 5 proxy here, and you get to choose which port. And of course, you have the powerful WireGuard protocol, which I choose over OpenVPN, generally speaking. But if you're looking for that kind of customization, you definitely have that. And you have the option to turn port forwarding on and off, which is super useful. And of course, you do have the RSA 4096 super secure encryption. And you can definitely increase that even more with the 256 encryption. So yeah, if you're looking for protocol customization and port forwarding, which can assist you with your torrenting endeavors, or if you have any other use for port forwarding, such as remote access using your router and stuff, you can definitely go with private internet access. Now, if you're looking for the fastest VPN out of all, you're going to get that with NordVPN. NordVPN has the powerful NordLynx protocol, which is also a true WireGuard protocol. But in my experience, NordLynx is always offering the best speeds. So definitely super useful. Not only that, you also get an app kill switch, which if you don't want to disable the internet when your VPN disconnects, if you don't want to disable the entire internet when your VPN disconnects unexpectedly, you can just pick certain apps to get terminated if your VPN connection drops unexpectedly, rather than terminating your entire network or connection. Of course, you also do get split tunneling. You get custom DNS and obfuscated servers in case your regular servers don't work in a high censorship country, or if it's not able to bypass the Great Firewall of China, for example, you can try using the obfuscated servers, which only work through the OpenVPN TCP protocol. Now, if you're looking for a VPN that gets the job done at the cheapest price possible, not only that, it is also able to unblock or actually secure an unlimited amount of devices, and it's just super cheap without really compromising on any of the features. You get plenty of features. You get split tunneling, of course. You get an ad blocker. You get a kill switch, clearly, and you get a handful of protocols, as well as the powerful WireGuard protocol, which will be the one to use. Not just that, in terms of Netflix libraries, for example, just for reference, ExpressVPN is able to unblock over 18 Netflix libraries, in contrast with Nord's 10 libraries, up to 10 libraries, and Surfshark at a healthy balance of up to 15 libraries. So Surfshark, yeah, is just the device that gets the job done at the cheapest price possible without really compromising on security or quality, for that matter. And it is able to secure an unlimited amount of devices without having to install the VPN on a router, whereas NordVPN will give you the ability to secure up to 6 devices, and that'll be 10 devices with private internet access and 5 devices with ExpressVPN. Of course, if you want to secure an unlimited amount of devices with ExpressPIA or Nord, you'll have to install that VPN or one of these VPNs on your router. Your router has to be compatible, and you have to go through that process. But with Surfshark, they just give you the ability to use one account on as many devices as you'd like. So that is pretty cool. So again, if you're interested in any of these VPNs, you'll find links to special deals and discounts in the description down below. And I definitely urge you to, let's say if you like ExpressVPN, definitely watch the review just so that you know what you're getting yourself into before you make the purchase. And all these VPNs, of course, they have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you happen to change your mind, you are able to do that within the first 30 days. So thank you guys very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a wonderful day.